No, Graphic 45, it was from Alicrafts. Okay, so we're aiming for a really good quality distressed finish. So we're just going to smear that PVA all the way to the edges. Just really like to get it all the way to the edges so that the edges of the paper don't try and raise up. A little bit more on there. Okay. Want a nice clean surface to work with and no dirty fingers, so just clean them off perfectly. Right, so I'm going to take that piece of paper, put it the wrong way up, stick the heart on top of it, press it into place, and then we're going to turn it over and just firm it up so it stops moving, and then press around the edges. So we've got all those edges, really got good contact and plenty of glue underneath them. Okay, it's a lot better if you wait for the paper to dry, sorry, for the glue to dry. But this is a sharp Stanley knife and we're just going to trim all the excess off around the edge. Okay, gone around one side, we've gone around the other side. Okay, take the excess away. Using a foam sanding pad here, but leftover sandpaper, emery boards, nail files, something like that. At the moment, you could flick those edges up if you wanted to, but what we want is really soft and blended distressed edges. So just using this foam sanding pad, but I suppose anything else would work as well. Taking all the excess away, so we're blending the paper into the MDF, and you just won't be able to see the joint where the paper and the wood touch each other. Okay, what else do we need? Right, there was a hole in that heart shape, so we're just going to poke that through with a biro. So we've still got that hole in place now. What did we do around the edges? Bit of distressing ink, rusty nail this colour. Okay, so I'm not really good with distressing inks, but I'll just have to do my best. Okay, gone around one side, go around the other side, and I'm going to have to see what stamps we've got to stamp into this. What stamps have we got and where are they? Let's try this one, New Indigo Blue Clockworks. Is that Clockworks of Retford, England stamp? So we're going to try stamping that as well. This one, I'll be careful what I say if you're videoing this. Cogs and clocks. We don't have any acrylic blocks, so I'm just going to lay that on the surface and then press that down onto the inked up stamp. We'll take that off. We could probably do with what else are we going to put on there? Maybe put another stamp on it as well. Tea dye. Let's see what this colour's like. Okay, which I think the last time I used this, I put it the wrong way up. It's going to go that way up. Right, there. Okay, put another stamp on there. You're not really sticking this on YouTube, are you?
Yes.
I've got to get round to doing our proper videos at some point. We've taken a load of videos so far. What did I have a couple of minutes ago? I was going to cut out a butterfly and stick that on as well. From the old curiosity shop. Graphic 45 old curiosity shop. In fact, we've even got the very same butterfly. just going to glue this down in place with PVA glue and fingers. One day I'm going to get myself a proper sharp pair of scissors, as these are rubbish. Come on, nearly there. Okay. So cut that out, bit of PVA on the back of it. Nice and neatly spread out all the way to the edges. And we're just going to pick that up, and where we're going to stick him? About there. This will be quite handy for you, Hazel, because you've got some of these boards, haven't you?
Yep.
Fair enough. There's only one left anyway. Which was the home one. Right, what else are we going to do on here? We could get some... Where are they? Stickles here. And probably highlight the edges of some of these cogs. Maybe a different colour as well. Alright, that wasn't very neat. Just going to go around this one as well. And then wait for it to dry. Okay, what else can we do on there? Possibly we can sneak a little bit of our homemade texture paste on there as well, I think, because we've got these clock masks, haven't we, from Stamps Away. So we mixed this homemade texture paste up earlier, sort of like a magnolia colour, 1 part PVA, 1 part acrylic paint, and 1 part corn flour, which seems to work pretty well. Okay, well, come on, try and be neat. Right, so a little bit on the top there. Don't think I've done a very good job of this. Okay, so let's peel that away. Now, unfortunately, that's going to take about half an hour to dry, but when it is dry, I think we're going to go over with a bit of treasured gold. Have we got anything else like it? So we did this earlier, didn't we? This texture paste is still wet. Okay, the same magnolia coloured texture paste there. I'm going to use a little bit of treasure gold on the top of it. So we can't do it on there yet because it's not dry. And we're just going to rub this into the raised surfaces, just to pick up the raised surfaces. This is a lot easier if you do it on a dark coloured background because it stands out a lot better. That'll be Spanish topaz, won't it? So will this stand up a bit better?
Your attention please. Could Jill Love, that's Jill Love, please come to reception where your carer is waiting for you. Jill Love.
What else are we going to do with this? I suppose probably put a bit of ribbon through it. We need a poking stick. Okay. we'll let that dry and then come back to it and do something else with it in a little bit. I told you I was rubbish.
Would you be able to heat dry that?
Yeah, certainly. I've got a heat gun over there, but I've got no plug.
Right.
But yeah, it'll probably be about 5 minutes.